Hi, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor Hamza. Thanks for tuning in. So, we have another lost continent has been found. I'm considering this like a Mandela Effect. Another lost continent. So, we had Oceania, we had Zealandia, and now we have Adria. Or are they saying it Adria? Researchers have discovered a hidden continent on Earth, but it's not Atlantis. They found it while reconstructing the evolution of Mediterranean's region complex geology, which rises with mountain ranges and dips with seas from Spain to Iran. The continent is called Greater Adria. It's the size of Greenland and broke off from North Africa, only to be buried under South Europe 140 million years ago. And chances are you've been there without even knowing it. So, forget Atlantis, they're saying this is it. This is the new lost continent. So we had Oceania, which, if you recall from my other videos, was they were saying it was a lost continent that was found, linking Australia and that region. Then we had all those archipelagos and different islands in that region, and that was Oceania. Now we had Zealandia, and they are talking about Zealandia, so that didn't get wiped out. What they're saying is this is a whole new place they just discovered. So if we had 7 continents, maybe you had 8 continents, 9 continents, now we're up to 10 continents. If we count Oceania, then we're counting Zealandia, and now we're counting Adria, Adria, Adria. In the case of Greater Adria, most of it was underwater, covered by shallow seas, coral reefs, and sediments. The sediments formed rocks, and those were scraped off like barnacles when Greater Adria was forced under the mantle of southern Europe. These scraped rocks became mountain ranges in these areas: the Alps, the Alpines, the Balkans, and Greece and Turkey. So they're saying it was just subducted under plate tectonics. Reconstruction software, the researchers literally peeled back layers to go back in time when the continents appeared much different than the map we know today. So, besides the maps moving around a lot, now everything's being explained that these are new continents. And it's mentioned in September 2017, a different research team found the lost continent of Zealandia through ocean drilling in the South Pacific. It's 2/3 of a mile beneath the sea. Actually, they released that information in 2018. But they're saying here is September 2017, which I'm finding very strange. And they're saying it's likely not the last discovery. So they're claiming that they're going to discover more, continents. So we don't know how many continents there are. There could have been maybe we're up to, as I'm counting, we had 7 continents, 8 continents, 9 continents. We're up to 10 continents. Maybe there's 15 continents. Maybe there's 20 continents. Maybe that's just the way it is, right? Which doesn't make sense at all. There's also, if we're going to talk about Mandela effects, there was a new, like a leopard. There was it looks like a new bobcat discovered. It's like a bobcat. I'm going to see if I could... it was a new looking bobcat. Yep. This is the bobcat that was... it was extinct. And now it's back. There's a new bobcat. Basically, I don't know if this is exactly the picture. I know some of you hate me with doing this with, but that's what it looks like. So there was a new one that's found that was extinct, and now they just found it again after like a million years. So let's see if I could find the exact one. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I think that was it. It's just listed as an animal that's been around. Now there's concern from becoming extinct, but it was extinct, and now it's not extinct. The Tasmanian devil is now around, of course, as well. I wouldn't be surprised if the dodo bird, they find out that's not extinct anymore. As you know, that was extinct. And the other ones that were extinct were the orcas that were in, I believe it was the southern oceans. They were going extinct, which they never existed there before. And now they're saying that they're trying to have a comeback. Also, pink dolphins are not are new, but they're getting more rare, and that was something that's very strange. Also, the not the right whales. What's that whale with the horn on its head? Mar whale, I believe it was called. That's still very strange. A lot of people don't remember those. So a lot of different dolphin types. The one that really freaked me out was the one. It's not really a dolphin, but it looks like a sailfish without. It doesn't have a fin, and it just kind of floats, and it eats like jellyfish and such. That's a really weird one. But just had to. I was tired. I wasn't gonna make a video tonight, but I just had to make a video about this new continent, Adriana or whatever you're gonna call it. Couldn't let that go by. Actually, I have some cool stuff to talk about too. I'll get to that. Maybe even tomorrow I'll do another video. But I had to talk about, because I did 2 other videos. If you go back in my videos, watch the other ones about the videos about Oceania and Zealandia. Those are, I've been told, very interesting. And this one's a new continent that was just discovered. So the Earth obviously is shifting, and we're discovering continents, and there's also some neat things going on with the borders changing. Colorado has now, it adjoins on 7 states. Before it was just 5 states, but now it's 7 states, and before that was only 4 states. So that's very strange. California, for those of us paying attention, actually extended now further south with the part. Now it's not part of the U.S., it's a part of Mexico. It's called Baja California, and that goes very down south. And now there's like a sea of California in that area, which is very strange. And the landmass of South America keeps shifting to the east, and that keeps going. I did find an interesting residual. You could find it yourself. Hopefully it's still there, and that was on a Star Trek, the first episode of Star Trek. It was their pilot, and in it you could see, check it out, interesting. You can watch it on Netflix. In it, you can see the doctor's robes. One of the doctors, not Dr. McCoy, another doctor, and he's wearing these robes, and they have the logo for the Earth on it. And I froze it and took a picture of the screen when I saw it, because it actually looks completely different than the Earth where we're on now. So that's really interesting residual to check out yourself. And let me know what you think about that. You could just turn on Netflix, go to it's Star Trek, go to first episode, and you'll see it pretty soon into it. Don't remember. It's a blue robe. So the main characters, the doctor, I believe, was wearing it, and it's pretty interesting. So there's a residual for you. If you don't believe what I'm saying, but it almost looks like a horse. North America, it's pretty wild, and then you can see South America right underneath it. Anyway, thank you so much for checking this out. I want to do a quick video. I have so much to share, so much information about some new stuff, but I wanted to keep this one brief, and I'll do some more stuff later. Thanks so much for tuning in, like, subscribe, share. And a lot of this has been shadow banned, unlike other sites. Not a lot of people are watching my videos. I used to have over 1,000 people looking at my videos at a time, and now I have 5 sometimes. So it's just because I share a lot of truth. A lot of this is shadow banned, so I understand. It is what it is, and I'm not being paranoid. That's really what it is. But share it if you want. Anyway, like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much. Peace. Have a good night.